What's up? It's your boy Reemus, and welcome to the ChampSet podcast, the podcast for champions. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Reemus, and we're back with some more fire for the champions in training. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Listen, I'm actually very excited. I'm very, very pumped, and I want to share with you what has pumped me up because I think this, to be honest, this is what most fighters are lacking, and I need my champions in training to understand this. Listen, we're gonna have an update on the Lomachenko fight, right? And Lomachenko, if you didn't know, now you know. He defeated Anthony Crawler. I don't know actually how probably to say his name. He defeated him in 4 rounds, destroyed him as a great champion of that caliber should. And those types of fights are actually how you know how good a guy is, because Anthony Crawler is a real good fighter on he's like a world title challenger, consistent type of fighter. Like, even though he's won the championship, I don't look at him as an elite fighter, but he is someone you respect on that world level. And he destroyed him. And whenever a fighter consistently destroys guys like this who could give other people problems, it's a good indication that this fighter is great. So he destroyed him in 4 rounds. And basically, I wanted to share with you the difference between someone like Lomachenko and someone like his opponent, Anthony Crawler. No disrespect to him, but there is something that he lacks that people like Lomachenko do not lack. And it's what I want you guys to have. It's what I want you guys to have, man. Ooh, I'm looking so cool. I'm looking so cool in my glasses. Damn. See, I haven't got a haircut at the moment, but it really doesn't matter, because when you got ambition, you got charisma. When you have ambition, when you have ChampSet, it don't matter. You can look anywhere. You make that stuff look good. You make that shit look good. Anyway, basically, my uncle went to the fight in LA. Like, he lives there. So he just went on over there, went to the fight. And he was actually not in the dressing rooms, but he was like, I don't know how he gets into these situations, but he was in the hallway and stuff, before, like, where in the tunnel, that's what you call it. He was in the tunnel, and he got to see the fighters, meet some of the fighters and whatever. And then he said he didn't know any of them because he likes boxing and stuff, but he's not really that into it. But he said he didn't know any of the fighters, right? But when Lomachenko came through, he didn't even know who Lomachenko is. He's not into fighting like that. But he said to himself, oh, I sensed something different about him. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about the vibe of an ambitious champion. You see, the thing is, when a fighter has the vibe, you know he's going to be champion, whether he's got the championship or not. So, for example, a young fighter with the vibe, you're going to look at that guy and say, he's probably going to be a champion. Sooner or later, this guy is one to watch for. So it doesn't matter what stage you're at, you need to have the vibe. You need to have that vibe. It needs to emanate from you. People need to look at you and instinctively they know what type of person they're dealing with, what type of fighter they're dealing with. This is how psychological warfare is done, my guy. This is how fighters do psychological warfare. This is what the power of Muhammad Ali, the power of Mike Tyson, and these guys that you lost the fight before you get into the ring with them. It's that vibe they have. And it's not just, they walk around with a vibe so they can't be stopped. It's not that. But the vibe is almost like a result of those traits that they have that make them a champion. That's why it's important to have it. It's a good measurement. It's something good to look at, to know you are doing things in the right way. So this is what my uncle said. I'm going to read it out. My uncle said this. Yeah, the Lomachenko guy was in a different class to the English guy. I don't know why. He already won before he got in the ring. I was in the tunnel. They arrived with their camps, and the English guy, he was laughing and joking and greeting everybody. And then I noticed when the Lomachenko team arrived, they just went straight to the dressing room. He was focused. He didn't make eye contact with anybody. The fight had already started for him. He turned up already set. This is what my uncle's saying. And then he goes on to say, when he was in the tunnel, I didn't even know who he was. He's talking about Lomachenko. Ooh, just stop it, Reemus. Stop it. Damn. And then he says, I didn't know who he was, or I didn't know who was who, but I just remembered seeing the teams arrive. He was the only one that actually scared me because I could feel his energy like I did something wrong to him. I didn't realize he was the champ until the end, as they all look alike. That's what he said. And I said to him, man, that excites me just hearing that. Like, it pumps me up just reading that because I know what that means. That's like a manifestation of a certain type of mindset, a certain type of attitude. And that's why that excites me. And that's what I want you guys to have. So I'm not going to go too much into this right now. Because when I do my mastermind, my masterclass, when I gather that room full of people who want to be winners, the most ambitious, and they want to learn what to do with their ambition and their motivation, I'm going to teach that stuff properly. I'm going to teach how to have that vibe, how to have that in you. But I'm just trying to bring your awareness to, there is something called, I guess it's not called it, but I'm just referring to it as the vibe. There is something out there that tells you, hey, this guy's a champion, right? Yeah. So basically, for a guy who is the most ambitious, this stuff is life and death. Like, even if it's not life and death logically or consciously, on an almost subconscious level, it's life and death. He doesn't care. The type of guy that has this mindset and he just, like, his body just expresses it and exudes it. That type of person, he has no problem walking through a tunnel or walking through a room with a I do not give a fuck attitude. Because his mind is only thinking of winning. He doesn't care about anything else. He doesn't care. The existence of any reality or any thought, even just a thought being in the room, that he isn't the one who is the winner, he rejects that. The type of guy I'm talking about, he doesn't care about anything else when he's in the zone. When he's in the zone, he does not care about anything else. This is not a joke. This is not a game. This is the brutal sport of boxing, my guys. So what do you want to do? You want to, is it as serious? Is the fight game as serious to you as you laughing and joking and, oh, yeah, this is just some soft stuff? No, this is a blood sport, man. This is a blood sport. I think like this because I first got into boxing through Tyson. So when he would always go into the ring with this type of mindset, and you knew he was serious, and credit to people like, even like Deontay Wilder. I know some of us don't like his style, but he kind of has that mentality. This is not a game, right? We can have the fun another time, but when it comes to fighting, there is no time for games. Let him do the laughing and joking. And even if you are the type to just be kind of lighthearted, there are some people like that. There still needs to be a seriousness to you in terms of having tunnel vision. There still needs to be a seriousness to you in that you have one goal. So even you have champions like say Manny Pacquiao, he does this. But as soon as when he gets into the ring, this is no joke. You see it, he switches. When he's in the ring, the guy that's so nice and kind is gone. The guy like Triple G, right? We see him and he kind of looks like a soft guy, outside of the ring. But when he's in there, he's a killer. And I would rather encourage you to be a killer because, right, if I can get you to be a killer when you're in that ring, it ensures and it makes sure that the other guy is the prey. I want you guys to be predators in that ring. Come on, man. We ain't joking out here. We ain't joking. This ain't no game. He can take this. He cannot take this serious. But more importantly, you need to have this vibe, right? You need to be able to access it in every environment you're really at. People should know. People should be able to feel it. You should almost be able to turn it off and on. But most times, it's always going to be on. But anyway, I actually don't want to go too much into it because I really do want to go and focus more on this or this type of topic when I do the mastermind class, when I do the masterclass. And that's going to be in a couple weeks. No, not a couple, or a few weeks, not a couple weeks. And more information is coming about that soon. I'm saying it because if you're a winner, you will find yourself there. You will find yourself there if you're, you know, of course, if you're in London, you need to be there. If you're, you know, around London, you need to be there. And if you're not in London, you're not in England or whatever, and you're around the world, you need to tune into the live stream. Because what we're doing, we're people who are, I'm gathering the winners, I'm gathering the ambitious, I'm gathering the future champions. I don't want no one else if they don't want to be future champions, even if it's just champions of life, just being able to take advantage of every piece of potential that you have. That's the guy I want. And I want him to, you know, or even her, I guess. I want it to be so serious that you know you have to capitalize on all of your potential and you're willing to lose everything else that everyone else cares about to make sure you get your goal. That's the type of hunger we need to have. Anyway, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Listen, if you're a champion, it will exude through the cells in your body. Your aura will be that of a champion's. And I don't care if you have the championship belt or not. And I don't care if you're not experienced or you're a beginner or not. I know this. I've studied the champions and I've realized this is what they have. I see it. They take it more serious than everyone else. Anyway, that's it from me. Stay focused. Let's get it. ChampSet. Okay.